Hey, Dai-san here, today with episode 15 of the Day and Night Podcast. Um, Today with me, I have APM, and we might have a guest later on that will come on later. So, how are you, APM?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm fine. Very glad to be back again for another podcast episode now with the two of us. A bit more personal.
Yeah. It's definitely a
Perfect.
bit more small and a bit more contained. I was gonna ask you, how have you been? I don't think I've had you on for like two podcasts, three podcasts, something.
I've taken a break a bit from the game since the raid really, maybe you've got wind of it, but I stayed up for the last like 8 raid windows with like 2 hours sleep between. Afterwards, I was pretty much burned out and just played once a day to get the dailies
Uh,
and farm a bit because once you have a like 100 unit, like farming is easy,
yeah. I'm
fun.
also pretty sure I'm on like podcast 14. If I'm Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Maybe?
podcast 14. Oh well, you know what? It's fine. People will stumble upon that. I'm not gonna go edit it. But yeah, I was gonna say I'm not actually taking this raid that seriously because it's not a guild raid. So like I'm actually super behind, and my team's unoptimal. We'll get into raid later. We'll get
You
into
have
raid later.
500 medals or something only.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just go talk about the current event going on, right? So right now we have the idol event part two. We talked about it last week. How we were speculating how the event's too short, the window, and we're missing a relic. And now we have Aura's part of the event, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
with our banner.
Yeah.
Also, the event, I mean, it's short and all, but we still have like 12 days on the first one
Yeah.
or something, so
Yeah.
it's already quite long.
Yeah. It expires at the same time as the other one too, so it all ends
Mm.
depending on what you want to farm. How was the undead for you?
So, okay. Oh, I have to admit, I didn't really do it right now. But if it's anywhere near first undead, then it should be probably be possible with like nearly any team as long as Pimp 1 is on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't that difficult compared to the first one because the first one had like all those enemies AoEing you, but this one was more like the one enemy like kind of thing,
Oh,
right?
okay. Because I thought the first one was quite doable. Like,
Oh yeah, no, like the Shoutier one was like all the Shoutier's minions, and then like, but this one was like
oh yeah.
on the idle runway with a bit less enemies, or like I think it was a bit more manageable in the beginning. Still kind of like
Also again,
yeah.
um, Kurumi is my main DPS for stuff like this, like with Aura again being humanoid.
Yeah,
Or
I always thought that was kind of weird, but
well, she looks kind of. I don't think there's a demi-human tribe tag, so
it feels like there
I don't
should
know.
have been too. So that I think that's a bit off.
Mm.
Alright, besides that, we also had unit buffs. So we've had quite a few units buffed. We have Mighty Cock. We have Nazric Pandora's Actor, Nazric Shizu, both brides, Pajama Albedo, and
Evil Eye.
and Nazric
Evil
Evil
Eye.
Eye. Not base Evil Eye, not Nazric. Base Evil Eye, right? And that's about it.
Yes, basically Evil Eye.
I was gonna say, who you think was like the winners and losers of these buffs?
Um, I really would have liked for NAS PA to be the winner, but I think the only one profiting was like Mighty Cock because the alternative to Glass, still weaker than Glass, and Evil Eye because Evil Eye they really amped up like Cifra calculated it. She can go to 80% damage reduction herself,
I think
or,
70. It's
or
70.
70.
70 magic,
20%
50.
split and
Yeah.
50% of 10% split and
Yeah. It's still
50%.
really good. Like, you're super tanky for, like, not a tank. So, like, it might actually help in, like, harder endgame content where you're constantly getting AoE'd. But the issue is spending mana to make yourself tankier, and you're also running into the issue of, like, you're not doing DPS.
Yeah, she has still has a 5 MP with the power of an like 4 MP.
Yeah, that's the costs. The costs are weird. It's neutral though, so normally neutral damage scales a bit better, but it's still kind of like it would have been nice if it went down, cost wise. I was gonna say, Shizu. Shizu actually, I think, got a really good one because her single target damage now is comparable to the top tier single target damage at 7 hits. The only person I think is better is fucking Tubeto. Oh man, Nazarick Tubetos is broken.
But
Holy shit.
also, Nazarick Chizo is like the only Nazarick unit I have from this bunch.
Yeah,
I mean, no non-base pool unit, so I'm very glad about that.
yeah, no, I think she's
In
really strong.
addition, do you have her on OD5, OD4, or OD3?
I think she's OD3, OD4. I need to go double check, but she's definitely higher than
Then,
OD2.
then you could most likely in the raid reach OD by just using the third skill, right?
I think I might be able to. The only issue I have is that I had to go rearrange my magic team. It's kind of awkward right now.
Because mine is OD1 and I'm like by at 80% after in turn 4. So
Yeah, I might actually go run her in my magic team. It might be better than my physical. I don't have Nazarick Shout here for that full raid, but
me neither.
yeah,
But later on that. Nasric PA, the thing was I was really expecting what they're gonna do with his second skill, which was 8% armor down for every enemy and nothing
yeah.
more.
No, that was a big buff from nothing to something.
But it's still not enough, especially with like the paralyze not going
Yeah.
up. I mean, he has plus hit on his passive now, I think.
Yeah. But like he
But
actually
they
became a good single target shining damage unit, like technically.
but they nerfed his damage. They nerfed
Yeah,
his attack somehow.
yeah, but like
I like
his first skill has like shining and then shining rate up on hit, and then they put a bit of shining to his passive. So like it's not the worst. It's kind of like Nazarick Evil Eye, but not as good.
But what I meant was his attack stat got actually nerfed, like by 20 points or something.
Like
If you look at the numbers in the announcement.
I was like, realistically, like, did that really matter?
No, but it's kind of funny that they thought, oh no, we can't make it too strong.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. What a rip. Heck a rip. Okay,
yeah, and that's I think that were all.
I was gonna say,
Wait,
Bride Shoutia actually became like a
oh, right.
Yalbadov type buffer.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
she's
and Bright Abedo was the Gabo.
yeah, no, it's like team 30% magic damage reduction, which is not bad, but she has no other good skill, which makes it awful.
I guess you can with now Fumi, you can now reach 110%
Yeah,
for a couple of turns.
which is like redundant, but like you could do that with other people too. Like
At that point, the enemy heals you.
Risto, I think Risto could do that too.
Yeah, that's better, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bright Child here is actually like AoE, mass AoE debuff,
Oh yeah, like the free MP AoE with poison.
and
That's kind of
bleed.
nice. And bleed
And
on the
bleed.
single note. Yeah, she's like the damage version of Yalbadov. While Yalbadov is more of a faster, he's only faster and then does less damage. But then she's just like slower and does actual damage. So it's pretty
But
nice.
Gilabov also has the paralysis and
Yeah, but like that's like good for those off situations, like raid where like you can get away with it, like the Gargantua raid, but like maybe not in this one.
And last one was the Pajama Bedo. I think they gave her single target ability, really broken stats, like
Oh,
only
they gave
buff.
her like a big dark nuke, but like I don't think that was super necessary. When like if you look at her other skills, like I think she's a lot stronger. Her first skill is really front loaded. Like it combined her old buffs into like one like super like single target attack that buffs everything. So like it buffs like all like
Which
attack,
damage
dark rate.
element.
Yeah. So like it makes you a really good single target nuker in that sense because you hit cap like after like 2 attacks or something or like
And the
2 hits.
second skill is like the usual 6 MP single target,
Yeah,
ridiculous damage,
yeah.
100% elemental.
I don't think people are gonna use that one as often like for like prolonged fights. Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's
Just use the 3 MP twice. That should be more damage than the 6 MP ones,
yeah. I was
considering the buff.
yeah. Besides that, we already talked about Mighty Cock. He has a 4 hit ice, so that means 5% stun on each hit. So there's about like a 20% pseudo stun on his 4 MP ice attack. The only thing about Kakaitis is he's magic damage ice, and that's kind of awful. Because like his entire
Also,
kit got like physical skill strengthened, so they made his first skill better, except that like they needed to buff his magic skill.
yeah, also the devs are really sneaky these days. Like on the announcement of the buffs, they didn't even mention his third skill, and other skills got skipped. Like on Hokkaido's, you only had rename changes, so
Yeah,
we actually thought it was shit.
I was just he didn't even get any stat buffs, but like the issue is like he had really good stats for like when he came out, and they kind of still hold up to this day, which is really weird. Well, like, not to this day, it holds up compared to some of the Gen 2 units. Like if you look at the collab units like Seiya or like Lina, right? He's better statistically than them, and he's like a Gen 1 unit, so that's like wow.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
and otherwise, I think he's good in this raid. But
yeah, I'm using him in my Magic team, but I might switch out to Shizu depending on how much DPS I can get done. Okay, I was gonna say, is there anything else you want to talk about for the unit
mm,
buffs?
I think the boss. No?
No? Okay,
I
let's move
really,
on.
the only thing is it's regrettable that the wave of buffs went by me again, and I have only like 1 units of them yet again. Like there aren't any NASFest units left that aren't buffed that I don't already possess. They're always
Okay,
buffing the ones that I don't have. Just
yeah, they'll keep buffing. We've got a few more left. We've got
Seshi,
yeah,
Seshi victim,
Uzeshi. We have Aura. We have Nabe.
Jerkniv, and
Yeah,
all the later ones.
maybe
Slime
Gazif.
Core.
Yeah, I think they're gonna stop at like maybe Gazif to stop buffing them for a while.
Yeah,
Um,
then they have to start from the front again because the Gen 1 Guardians are really bad right now again.
yeah, like they gotta buff the OG units again. Make Eyes a full MP Dark skill. Buff like the ratios. Buff fucking base cock to something usable. Uh, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Battle Pass though. We've got Battle Pass in the game now. That's
Yay, more money. But in the end, Battle Pass is just the chance you can gather these tokens and you get sometimes like golden tickets from it, right?
yeah, like you get gold tickets if you buy it, but like you gotta realize people shouldn't be upset at Battle Pass. Battle Pass gives you free stuff just by like playing the game, and then you buy it, you get more free stuff. So like if you don't buy the Battle Pass, you still get like a bit of free things that you normally wouldn't have gotten. So like that's not awful about Battle Pass. It's just that like
Really?
yeah, because if you look at Battle Pass, there is like the top row which is normal, and then the bottom row which is premium. So like you can still cash
Oh,
out the normal one. It's just that like each level of premium gives you something, while normal is every second level they give you something. So like
okay.
it's still free stuff. So it's like I don't know why people complain about Battle Pass.
I think
Like
it's more like if you spend money on something, you are tended to have already spent money,
yeah,
and gold tickets aren't that useful to someone who spent a little bit of money, mainly because the base pool is so shit.
awful. Yeah, I was just gonna like make another point about Battle Pass is like I I don't think it's like I don't know like if you don't spend money on it that's fine, but like you just get some win more, and it's like the token shop for Battle Pass like isn't awful because technically it just gives you like books, limit break mats, and scrolls, and like it resets I think what like each month. Oh,
Then
actually,
it's fine.
yeah, I think it resets each month on the 7th, which is weird. Yeah, I think that's kind of weird, but it resets each month on the 7th. So if you get the battle pass worth of tokens, it just helps you limit break people or like get some free material. So I don't think it's bad. I think it's fine.
Okay, that's maybe just my by now skewed perspective. Like
Yeah,
I don't see any point anymore in.
yeah. It's fair. Like if you're like end game, but like if you just want like some bonus match each month, it's like $6. If you're like a whale, it doesn't hurt just to grab it for free. Whatever, you play a lot of anyways. But that's about it. You want to move on to talking about raid?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to raid. So the raid is a intelligence undead dragon, which is just the chaos beast or whatever. We have a few MVPs. We obviously have Nazarick
Let me-
Shoutier. We have Nazarick Saint Clem, which we could talk about later or right now, doesn't matter. And then we have we have heart buffers like the new Idol Aura, right?
Yeah, I think it's only Idle Aura, right?
Yeah, she's the only heart
Idle
buffer.
Aura wind. Speed, I mean.
Yeah. Um, there's been a lot of strats people have been doing in raids. Like I've been seeing a lot of Nazarick Momon with his Icy Boost defense shred because the boss is weak to Shining and Ice 10%. So like you could technically use Momon as a good defense debuffer, right? People have been using Kyohoku. I've been using Kyohoku just because Kyohoku's my boy. But you also kind of maybe want to debuff his attack. Like you could run like a Naofumi or Yoshinon because he hurts. He hurts a lot.
I think I'm just using Pimp 1 to debuff
Yeah,
twice.
that works. That works as well. I was also gonna say, another thing about the boss is after turn 3, he's susceptible to sleep. So like even I've been playing around with Christmas Shizu, and she was able to put him to sleep pretty reliably, like for turn 3, 4, and 5, and then he just does no damage after. But I think I dropped DPS by doing that though.
Yeah, in addition, it's really only I run with Pimp 1 basically as the only debuffer, and really only if he does his breath each turn, the team dies. Otherwise, pretty much all of them survive anyways if he attacks or if he doesn't attack. So that doesn't really care.
Yeah. I was
Like
gonna.
I mean,
Go on.
sorry.
Oh.
I've I ran Nazarick Shizu with the Flower Relic. She has 10k HP, and for evasion or to evasion,
Yeah. That's
she
nice.
won't really die. Then it's Pimp 1 with the Clem Relic, again 10k HP region. Then the next relic on Xmas and Tomar, and lastly the Thunder Twins on Mighty Cock, which is again with some 10k HP. Until the dragon went through that, the round is over anyways.
I was gonna say, how much medals do you get per one AP run? Because I'm getting like 51, but I feel like my team's really unoptimal.
I can only like my damage is 580k, so
I don't know what
pretty
that
much shit.
translates to.
It should be. I can't really remember, but it's like yeah, it should be around 50, 60.
Oh man,
With
that's better than I am.
yeah, it's honestly bad, but I don't really care.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Also, there's the new Saint Clem. Have you checked her out? Like the Nazarick Saint Clem.
Yes, she is again a unit. Like here, you want to have her, buy her, then you are good at the rate. Otherwise,
Yeah.
nice
She's
to have and
she's
shitty for everyone.
yeah. She seems to be like really specific. She's like anniversary solution where she's really good for this raid, but like outside of it, it's like yeah, I guess you could run in normal content, but like would you not want to run like someone else like Two Battle? Oh man, Two Battle's still so broken. Holy crap, Two Battle's broken.
In addition, the Cyclone, I think it's a bit shitty that they are releasing these over specialized units in Nazarick Festival banners because Nazarick Festival is already hard enough to get any useful unit order.
Yeah, yeah.
Simply because of the 3%, and you have like without rate up, you have like 0.003% on a specific unit.
Yeah, it's starting to get crowded. What I hope they do in the future is they break they break the banner into like wave 1 and they do it all the way up to like the maids and then they cut it off and then they do Nazfest 2 and it's from like the maids onwards. Or like they can cut it off at like Jurchenev, like cut it off at Jurchenev and then you go Gazif and the newer ones in the second banner or something. Or like I guess you need to fill in a bit more new units before you do like a big cutoff like that.
Or they can just raise the chance to 5%.
That's not happening, man. Not nice, not nice enough at all. Yeah, no, we kind
And
of
also in addition, you have never have to step ups. You have never guaranteed step up Nest Fest. You have like all the relics
does
gone.
paid step up guarantee unit.
You have a random unit. I did that and got Nazarick Nabe.
Yeah, yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Euros.
But yeah, hmm?
By the way, how do you? I'm just looking into it. How are you gathering like battle pass levels?
You just I think it's stamina burnt. To be honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still learning.
I'm level 4 on the battle pass, and I've only been playing like 2 days, 3 days since it came out, right, or something like that.
Oh,
So yeah, and all I've been doing is running the idol, like the Aura idol event on extreme solo. So like I'm pretty sure it's just like energy spent or something, because I don't think there's any clear criteria, unlike other games. So
I have already clear shop on both of these events with like 1.5 million over
yeah,
on the
dude, I
first
play solo, so like I'm getting no points, and I don't wanna multi queue lobby because I'm just lazy.
one. Oh.
Yeah, it's really inefficient. Multi is the way to go. Okay, I was gonna
Mm.
say like we went through the topics pretty fast. Is there anything else you really want to talk about at the moment?
No, I don't have much of an agenda right now. Mainly, I want to complain that the new battle arena we are getting in the solo content is not rewarding enough to actively try to farm. Like you have a small chance on a silver ticket,
Wait,
but
why are you farming Battle Arena? That's like
yeah, I mean, I'm not. But like they put it out there, and
I think it's a good place to
yeah,
go test out your teams and stuff, but like outside of like playtesting and just like seeing how well you progress since the last came out, I think Battle Arena is kind of like you do it once and then you're done.
exactly. Like, I would love to have like in there on the purple level or on the hardest level like chance to drop some stones, something like even
Dude,
you'll
ever
never have but stuff like that someone who has an end level team or who has no interest in 5% on a browser ticket
like
to do this mode.
maybe tickets could drop, but like if you make stones drop, then it's whoever has like two Beto and the easiest farming team in existence will just like farm that to death, and then it's just the rich getting richer.
Yeah. But silver tickets can drop. But what am I going to do with it? I think it's like 0.5% on a silver ticket.
Dude, 100% luck, Fluter.
Yeah, I have 37 silver tickets right now lying around
Uh,
and 84 bronze.
I've been trying to pull for Fluter for like the longest time right now, because like, do you
Ooh.
have all the general pool units?
I'm missing Yard above, I think. So today I got Eins on a free pull, base Eins.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'm missing base Albedo, and I'm missing Fluter. And base Albedo seems weird because she came out at the beginning of the game, and I don't have a single one.
Wait,
So
wait,
it's
wait, wait,
like,
wait. Let me check. Yeah, I don't have a single battle.
I think
Yes, man.
that's a bit messed. How like you don't even have a copy of all the original units, and I was like, man, like what the hell, man? What the hell, game? Do you not like me?
You're right, she's still locked. I have like every intimacy unlocked except the Fire Girl from Data Life
Yeah.
and obviously Berserk.
Yep. Yeah.
But no, I battle. Yeah,
Oh
maybe
man.
she's secret buff.
Yep. Yep. I actually hope they rebuff those OG units one more time, cause like man, still needs more love. Okay, actually, I think that's about it. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, this podcast may either be A, super short, or B, we're gonna have another segment after this. If there's another segment after this, that'd be cool. If there isn't, then you might hear it next podcast. Because like I did say on the tier list talk that I would have a special guest, but right now he's having issues on his side, so we'll either see something after this or we won't.
I'm not special enough.
No,
So
no, you're one of our treasured
oh,
like
thanks, thanks.
guests, on our permanent guest
But,
rotation.
I would be really hyped if offline would have managed to get here
Shh,
because
it's supposed
I
to be a
think I never heard
secret who
about
was coming on, but yeah, no, we were trying to get offline on pretty much, but yeah, he's having some troubles. That's why the database isn't updated either at the time of this recording. So don't ask me how I got a picture of Nas Saint Clement. It's just that like magical secrets. I got a picture of her, but like ignore it. How the database is not updated yet. Hopefully by the time this goes live, it'll be up.
Mm.
Yeah. But that's about it. Thank you all for watching. And if there's part two, stick around. If there's not, I'm sorry. And yeah, that's it. Peace.